Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube, I am Joe Atticus Inch, and welcome to a delayed episode of Poet Love. Fairy 30, everyone should be aware how things get delayed. Life sometimes just doesn't allow you to do what you want. But that doesn't stop me from continuing on with the series, and today we're talking about a very interesting poet to me. Gus Wood. Now, Gus is a poet from Atlanta. He's competed in various competitions, including the Southern Fried Poetry Slam, the Individual World Poetry Slam. His work has been featured in, let me check the bio here, the Borderline Poetry Journal, which he received a pushcart prize for, the Atlanta Queer Literary Festival, and he also placed second in the iWhips Haiku Head-to-Head Challenge. Now, the thing about Gus that made me interested to him as a person was his impressions. When I first heard about Gus is when he was making a trip to look at the college he's going to now, which is actually here in Ohio. He was at a show. I was there, and I kept hearing about these impressions, especially these two impressions he does. One of a poet named J.W. Basillo, and one of Roger Beauregard. And Gus, he just entered, it was a slam, and he entered the slam just for the hell of it. And he actually did a poem, I believe the poem is just called Cake, completely in J.W. Basillo's voice. It was pitch perfect. Like, if you compare the wavelengths, they would have probably equaled or gotten close enough, and that just stunned me. Not to mention, the poem was good. And I've gotten this since Gus has been going to school here in Ohio. I've gotten to see him a couple more times. I've seen a full feature of him. And his work is really just interesting to me. It's really interesting. Just where his mind goes. Like I said, I was looking at the bio. This is his book called The Vincent Price is Right. And it is a fascinating little look into a certain brain style. It's a very diverse book, and that's one of the things I like about Gus's work. Anyone can look through this book and find at least one poem they like. Like for me, the poems that I went to at first was from this book. Really good. It's an open letter to Superman and Gotham. And Gotham's I'm surprised I hadn't heard anyone do a poem like Gotham yet. It's a poem based completely on the perspective of just an ordinary citizen in Gotham. And, Gotham City, Batman, and all that. And just talking about living in a world where there's a Batman. It's, as a fan of Batman, it was really something I'm surprised I never thought of. But I mean, there's more to him than just that. A couple others in this book that I think how dubstep makes me feel. And there was one other, Pockets, which is actually a poem based off another poet, Anis Mojani's poem, 17. There are 17 books in my library. That's all I really gotta say about Gus's work. It's very diverse, and you listen to Gus or read Gus's work. What you get is it's something that makes you think, and it's something that you'll find something you'll find something you'll like. And on that note, I suggest look for Gus Wood on the YouTube. He doesn't have a website that I know of or I could find, But if for some way you get to see Gus, support him, because he's also doing the college thing, and everyone needs support on that. So let's draw right here from the Magic Shoebox. This name feels good. Of course. Of course. I'm kidding. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube, I am Joe Atticus Inch, reminding you to live long and prosper, and keep your pens moving.